Good morning, and welcome back to Up Winthrop High School. I'm this week's anchor, Evan Delaney, and I want everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So today is the last day for the Elk Scholarship, so make sure to get those to the main office by the end of the day. We have a message from the Yearbooks Club. All interested applicants who would like to work on the 2020 yearbook should see Mr. Donnelly or Miss Danielle. If you like taking photos, if you're good at organization, or you want to learn more about graphic design, this is the club for you. Also, all people who have received a yearbook but have not paid, please make sure to get your money to Ida as soon as possible. And congratulations to the boys lacrosse team on their win over Everett. Their record is now 9-1, and they have already qualified for the playoffs. Great job, guys. Winthrop High School now has a robotics club. The robotics club teaches students skills in working on a variety of technology in the 21st century. Here is Jack with more information.
Thanks, guys. Recently in Winthrop High School, a few determined students have started their own robotics club called Norse Code. With the help of Mrs. McCarthy at the middle school and students like Trinity Rist, they have made a team and competed in competitions and even won their first competition. We caught up with a couple of students and Ms. McCarthy and asked them what robotics club meant to them and what we can do to learn more.
So the Winthrop Robotics Club was started by two juniors, Trinity Rist and Elizabeth Collins, who noticed that there was no robotics club available as part of extracurricular activities. So they approached Mr. Crombie and asked if they could start one, and he said they could if they got enough interest. So they set up a table at the extracurricular fair, and they got a bunch of kids to sign up, and the rest is history.
Elizabeth Collins and I started Norse Code team at the beginning of this year because we have an interest in STEM and there was no robotics program, and we thought it would be a good idea to start it. So we met with a bunch of teachers and the principal, and we managed to get the principal's permission if we got enough students to form the robotics team.
We came up with the name Norse Code when we were trying to find a name that's different from just Vikings, because there are a couple of teams that are already Vikings in the FRC competitions. So then we wanted to keep Norse mythology or any Viking culture into the club so that we could get some fundraising. So then we were thinking of Norse Code because Norse mythology and then some code.
We belong to the first robotics club, our FRC, and it is a worldwide organization. So there are thousands of teams all over the world that compete.
Our first competition was really chaotic because we had no idea what to expect at all, but all the other teams there were really welcoming, and unlike what we thought it was, the atmosphere was really welcoming. If anyone had any problems, other teams would be willing to lend a hand or a spare part. And even if you lost, you didn't really get that upset because the experience was just so amazing.
There are a lot of skills that kids can come away with, and a lot of them are technical skills. So you can learn, of course, robotics. You can learn programming. You can learn mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and you can learn to code.
You can learn a lot of different skills working in the robotics team. There's mechanical and electrical engineering, computer programming, problem solving, and working with others, even if you have conflicting personalities. And even some non-robotic skills, like you learn how to fundraise a lot. We had to fundraise quite a lot of money, and how to manage media and stuff like that.
Our first competition went really well. We went to Reading for the competition, and we ended up placing as one of the alliance captains, the 8th one actually. And so we didn't get through the quarterfinals, but we at least had an alliance captain, which is one of the only 8 of them are chosen.
Good luck in future competitions, guys. And please, if you're interested, do not hesitate to ask. The Robotics Club is always looking for new members. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Jack. Great insight. The Robotics Club has a lot of interesting stuff going on. Make sure to see one of the student leaders if you're interested in joining for next year. The Winthrop High School Drama Society's upcoming board game based play Clue will open on Wednesday, May 8th. Here's more information on the story from Wake Up Winthrop's very own Jenna Dore.
The Winthrop High School Drama Society has another production coming up. This one's a special one that will take place in the Black Box Theater from Wednesday, May 8th till Saturday, May 11th. The production is based on the board game Clue, where the audience will engage in the whodunit drama. The play will be sure to leave you guessing if it was the butler in the kitchen with the knife or Mr. Plum in the study with the candlestick. Students are working hard on the set in their parts or getting tech ready for the classic show. I caught up with a few actors and a few of the techies to see what it's all about.
I am the scenic designer for Clue. So far, I've worked with other people in the production team to design each of the rooms that this show has, and right now Ruwan and I are painting the floor so that it looks like the game board. I'm looking forward to the creative ways that Miss Kalinda and all the actors have decided to make this show possible in such a small area.
I am the stage manager of Clue. One thing I'm looking forward to is the energy from the audience, because the show's in the black box, it's really close to the actors, like all the audience members are really close to the actors, and it just makes the audience like very engaged and it makes it funnier. My favorite show through my high school career is probably Rock of Ages, because it was like a really upbeat, fun musical that everyone loved to see, and like I just love the songs that were in it and I just love the energy of that show.
I'm playing Mrs. Peacock. I think I'm just looking forward to my last show. It's my 17th one, and I just want it to be really good because it's the last one I'll ever do here.
I'm assistant stage manager for Clue. I think the best part about stage management is being more involved in the production, having a lot more responsibilities, and being able to make bonds with not only the techs, but also the cast. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is seeing the crowd's reaction from all the hard work that our actors are putting into this comedy, and seeing them watch the story unfold and the mystery and trying to figure out who the killer is in the end.
Well, Mr. Clark, I'll tell you, in this show, Clue on Stage, I play the role of Mr. Green. Sort of a nerdy, pretty anxious guy. Sort of reminds me of my buddy Steve Trainer. There's a lot of similarities there. And that's sort of what I'm looking forward to. I feel like this role is sort of honoring my friend Steve. But it's also, it's my last show as a senior. Sometimes I don't act that much. I'm usually more on the musical side. But this has been a really fun process, so pretty excited to get on stage again, perform for everybody.
Clue will mark the last performance for the strong seniors who have been dedicated to the drama department, so let's show our support and have a good turnout for them. Tickets are first come, first serve, so make sure you get there early enough to get a seat. You don't want to miss out, so make sure you're clued in. I know I'll be there. Thanks, and now back to Evan in the studio.
Wow, great insight. The Drama Society always has something good to showcase. Make sure to show up early to get a seat. With the warm spring weather, new sports seasons have started. Tennis is one of those sports. We caught up with Brian Chalmers with more information on tennis.
This week we highlighted the boys and girls tennis teams who both came off playoff runs last year. They're both looking to go further and improve even more with their stacked senior leadership and seniors anchoring down the courts.
Teams number ones are always pretty good. It's a little bit of pressure on me to beat them, but I find a way to get it done.
Our goal this season is to win as many games as possible because we were moved into a more difficult division this year, so we're just trying to make it to the tournament.
The goal for the tennis season, maybe break the win record, qualify for playoffs.
What I'm going to miss the most about tennis is definitely my teammates, and playing with Senor has been a lot of fun, so I'm going to miss that too.
Some key contributors, we have Finn holding it down at second or third wherever he plays. He's solid. Yarrow and Kador at first dubs. They're undefeated, I think. Second dubs usually switches around, but my brother and Alessio have been holding it down there for a while. We're doing pretty well with them.
Good luck to both the girls and boys tennis teams, and we hope to see you guys make a deep run into the playoffs and in the conference. Good luck. Thanks to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Brian. And thank you for tuning in to Wake Up Winthrop High School. Have a great day, and we will see you next week.